building friendships, on the message of building, on the message of building. Now let me give you some background to this. The word friend in the Bible is actually a very important word to God. Very important word. Now let me be clear, and this is what Brother Ray Young said. I'm not trying to make something big as something real little and just make it seem like, yes, this is the most important thing in the world. No. What I'm trying to show you tonight, and you'll see, is that this is very important. Friendship. It's very important. In the Bible, the word friend is on the same list as the word brother. In the Bible, I'm not saying it's more important than brother. I'm not saying it's less important. I'm saying God uses it in many verses on the same level as brother. God uses friend as the same word as the word son, as the same list, same level as the word son. Now, son is important to God, but friend is on the same level. God puts friend on the same level as the word daughter and on the same level as the word wife in the Bible. Really? Yeah. How many of you know David? He had a friend he loved so much, he loved more than, the Bible says, it surpassed the, am I saying it right? The love for a woman. Who knows his name? David loved Jonathan. They had such a friendship. Think about this. It's a word, it's a cabinet level position. Well, in the Bible, Solomon had friends that he chose to take advice from, and some friends that he executed, and not friends, some people that he executed took out of the council because David warned him, but it's a cabinet level position. Donald Trump and Barack Obama, many presidents had people on their friendship level that they trust. It's important to God. But here's what you need to know tonight. D. Ready? It has certain duties and responsibilities with that word, friend. How many of you have a friend? Raise your hand. All right. Hopefully everyone has one. Unless you're Eeyore, all right? But did you know God had a friend in the Bible? Who was called in the Bible the friend of God? Someone raise your hand. Abraham. Mrs. Rexon has all the answers. A, Abraham. Think about that phrase. What did the Bible call him? Huh? Where do you think I gave my message? Abraham was called the friend. Now, folks, think about that phrase. How would you like to be called the friend of God? That's an important word. I'm not saying this is the most important thing we ought to be doing. I'm just saying, look, let's get into this tonight. Proverbs 18:24. Let's say this verse together. And what does it mean to be a friend? Ready? Let's read Proverbs 18:24. You got it? A man is how it starts out with. Let's all read it. A man that hath friends must show himself friendly. And there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Now pause for a second. Time out. Time out. We read this verse. And sorry, Will and Abby Joe, you already heard this message, I know. But we read this verse like it's an option. We read this verse like, okay, if I want to have friends, I need to be friendly. How many of you, be honest? That's how you read it. But can I say this? Far too often we read the Bible like we already interpreted what it's going to mean, and we've already decided in our brain, this is one of those easy verses. So if I want friends, I'll be friendly. Okay, I got it. That's how I interpret it. But can I say tonight, friends, we've got it all wrong. It's not an option. There's a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. What's his name? Jesus Christ. Far too often, we've heard this verse so often, we've already determined what it's like, and we've let it determine our thoughts tonight. But can I say this, folks? We all could do better at the responsibilities tonight of being a biblical friend to others around us. Now, if I had to raise a hand and said, who would like to be a hermit and just live all on your own and not have to worry about other people? How many of you would raise your hand? That's how I am. I'd like to just be all alone. And I mean, my wife, I'd love to be alone with her and just live in a cabin somewhere with our kids and get away from life. And sometimes I read this verse like, yes, if I want a few friends, I'll be friendly, Lord. I get it. No, we've heard it too many times. That's not the message I'm going to